Hello, welcome to Nezo's Bad Shop. I'm your host, Nezo, aka Coach, for some of the guys that know me down at the local track. Welcome. You're looking at a box with different letters on it to what you're normally seeing from our friends at Yokomo. There's an S, a D, and a 1 and a 0. Yes, this is what you see here, Super Drift. This is new, well, it appears to be new, but if you look at the photo behind, it's not really new. It's just a new configuration of a lot of the parts that we already know about. Excuse me. However, this is the SD 1.0, aka the Super Drift, which is part of the next generation releases from Yokomo. They already did release the flagship car, the MD 1.0, which is referred to as the Master Drift. This one is the SD, the Super Drift. And it has a mixture of aluminum and carbon. Oh, sorry, I don't think there's any carbon in here. Mixture of aluminum and plastic, I should say. The chassis plate, the bottom one is aluminum, and I believe the top plate here is plastic. And there's some mixed aluminum and stuff throughout the car. And yeah, it's part of the new generational releases. So there's going to be 3 total now that we know about. I'll tell you here. So the MD is the Master Drift, the SD is the Super Drift, and what is coming shortly, which is already actually on the market, will be the RD1, which will be referred to as the Rookie Drift, which is basically a renamed YD2Z plastic. So yeah, if you own a YD2Z already, it's discontinued and it's going to become the Rookie Drift. But anyways, that's down the road. Here we're doing the SD 1.0, and you can see in the corner here, we're Canadian. I'm a Canadian channel, so this price is in Canadian dollars, $710. Now that price range indicates to me that there's, yeah, a good amount of aluminum and stuff and a good amount of upgraded parts inside this box. And so for comparison, a YD2 SX3 in Canada, we were seeing about roughly $745, and RXs were upwards of about $820 or something, and then the ZX was like $899 or something like that. The MD 1.0 in Canada is roughly $1,350, so that $1,350, just to give you all perspectives. And this fancy sticker here looks like we're going to get some kind of coupon for Tsukuba Drift Arena again. That seems to be a new thing they're doing for a lot of the kits now. They're throwing that in, so that's cool. If I look around the box, there's not too many features or, you know, stuff like that on the box. It's a pretty generic box design, but as you can see, the imagery there, yeah, that's, to me, it's just another configuration of YD2, but it's part of the new gen, so it's the SD. So Super Drift. I wonder what it would take to build your own version of a Super Drift or whatever. To me, this Super Drift is kind of like what the Plus ranges of cars were. They didn't have all the options, but they had a good amount. But I think this one has a little bit more options than those previous Pluses, so maybe this is like a Plus Plus. Anyways, it's the Super, so we're going to dive in, and I'll go through all the parts, and we'll see what's what and what came from what part or car or whatever. Basically, the Super Drift is every single YD2, to me, it's every single YD2 letter, the basic and plus, the E, the S, the R, and even the Z, all sort of wrapped into one, and they're calling it the Super. So my boss at Strictly Sideways Club Track, that's where I was, he already took a little peek inside the box, which is okay, because I told him this was mine, so I said, go ahead, take a little look-ski. So we're going to pretend that this isn't cut, but yeah, he took a little look-see, because I said, go ahead, take a look. I don't care. So just pretend. Oh yeah, it's cut. Very nice. Very nice. Well done. Hello, my name is the Super Drift. Alright, enough goofing around here. Let's dive in. And first thing we see, that jumps to the eye, is the old screw bag. And it actually says SD 1.0 screw bag. So yay, more fun with the screw bags. Yay. But actually, I did develop a thing for this. Hold on. Let me just put this here. 2 seconds. Yes, because I'm going to show you what I did. If you have one of these handy, this came in like really handy for the build part. So take your old screw bag here, right? Because you're going to have to separate all the screws. Let me just open this real quick. So I put the screw bag here once I took all these, see, look at them, all these screws. There's like, I don't know, 10 bags worth total, because some of the screws are doubled up. See, look, 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13. It says there's 13 here, but there really isn't. It's more like 10 bags, because there's a bunch of double ups. So I emptied all these little bags into all here. Basically 1, 2, 3, 4. See, look, there's bag 13. There's some extra bags that didn't get used. Bag 7 would have been somewhere like over here. But anyways, I stuck all the bags in like this, right? So then when I was assembling it, because it'll say on this step you'll need like, you know, 2 of these, 1 of these, and 4 of these. So you gotta go, okay, I need to go bag 3, 4, 5. So then I made my life easier. Bag 3, 4, 5. Made life easy. So that's a Nezo bad shop tip for y'all. Just to make this screw bag life easier, instead of leaving it in here or having to dig through like that. Spreading them out into here was a good idea. So in my constructor's digest of this and other cars that features this, is I'm going to show you all this as well. So that's that screw bag thing is annoying, but so it's like half efficient but also annoying. But anyways, that's that. So you have to deal with that. And what they did was, yeah, they just took all the screws that you needed per bag or per step, and they put them all into one main bag, which, yeah, cool, but also it adds more work. Anyways, if we look around, we're gonna take our time here. Excuse me. Now that I've done that, we will now dive into these bags a little bit just to see what's what. So this is bag number 6, and I can tell you. What do I see here? I see aluminum shock towers. Those look like the YD2, yeah, the ones from the YD2, obviously. Probably the rear one looks like the one from the S car, I think, because I think this is high motor. What's the box illustration show? Low motor, I think. I think this gives us the option, though, because it's the Z transmission, the Z style transmission. We're gonna find out anyway. So that'll cooperate. So there's the aluminum shock towers. That's nice. So we got aluminum shock towers. The front bulkhead is in here. That's the newer style, like the Z. So it's a Z bulkhead. And those aluminum shock towers are very nice. And I see the aluminum ball mount. So I think there's big bores in this. Aluminum shocks. That'll be really nice too. I wonder if they'll do different colors of the SD and the MD. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I wonder if they'll do any different color than red and purple. But I like purple, so if they do purple, that's what's happening. Now, what else is here? This is bag number 12, I'm going to assume? Yes. Bag number 12. Okay, so this is bag 12. We've got battery mounts here, both of them, the shorty and the tall. And the tall ones are also for long pack, so that's good. And I see the piece here, aluminum piece. That's to go to the transmission for the top deck. We're gonna find out what the top deck is. I think it's plastic, personally. So that's that. Bag number, what's this? Bag number 11. Ah, yes, bag number 11, a bag that hasn't changed in 7 odd years. This is the diffuser slash body mount bag. There's the pins, the old Batman diffuser, plastic bumper right there. And what that's the shorty diffuser there. And yeah, bag 11, that's been a pretty standard bag. Same with bag 12, that's also been a somewhat standardized bag. But bag 11, this used to be 12 in the older bags, I believe. Excuse me. So yeah, that's very familiar. And, so nothing changed there. Now I see bag 1 here. This is its own separate bag. Ooh, look at there. We'll get to that in a second. Bag 1. Yes, so this is very similar to the YD2Z. Plastic upper deck, like I thought. So plastic upper deck. We know there's an aluminum lower deck. So aluminum lower, plastic upper. There should be some flex up here with the plastic. And these pieces are from the Z. That's from the Z. That's the modified chassis brace. That was that came in the Z. Wheel hexes as per standard, servo mount, and the plastic toe blocks, aka suspension mounts. And if I look, 39.5, 39.5. And then the option ones, or the ones for the rear, we start with the, what's this guy, the 43. There's a 43.5, the 47.2, the 48.7. Yeah, so those are all in there. Standard issue. So yeah, that's pretty standard as per the YD2Z. So this is, yeah, this feels like a Z Plus almost, but it's the SD Super Drift. So as per the new generation, that's that. But we can give it nicknames essentially, but. Yes, and here's the rest of the parts in a giant bag, so I'm going to empty this all out into there, and then we'll go through them one by one. Oh, things to fall on the floor. As you can see, there's some YD2s over here getting ready for restoration and retrofitting. Yeah, a bunch of some projects I'm working on over there. Anyways, okay, so what do I have in my hand? I just grabbed a bag randomly. Let's see. Okay, so bag number 4. This is the transmission, and this is the Z transmission, it looks like. Yes, because there's the spur gear on the low. Oh, wait. Hold up. There's 2 transmission cases. Oh, you get the option. Fantastic. I was just taking this in because that's the low casing. There's the spur, that's where the spur gear would go in the main shaft, input shaft, and then the motor would go high. So you can do either or. So that's nice. So they give you 2 transmission cases in this car, this kit. So you can do the high motor or the low motor. It's not the one that moves. You literally can swap and do 3 gear or 4 gear, I think. Or wait, hold on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry. So, correction. 2 transmission cases. Both of them are 4 gear option, and because of that, they've given us 2 motor mount plates. Yes, there's one, and there's the other one. Oh, nice, cool. That's a first. So that's different. That right there makes it more super drift because you have gearbox, physical gearbox option. Sassy. So yeah, so I can see that's the original Z. Oh no, wait. Oh, how many friggin' things are there in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so hold on. So, correction again. There's the laydown S gearbox. That's 4 gear. The other gearbox is right here. That's 3 gear. 1, 2, 3. And that's the standard Z. Okay, so that's the original Z plastic gearbox. That's like the ZS, basically. So one's 4 gear, one's 3 gear. The original one has the quick release, because look, so half of it's missing here. That's a quick release. And there's the gears, the idler gears and input shaft. And look, a pinion gear. And what number is it? 24. So that's YD2Z standard, essentially. Well, that standard that was in those cars. I can tell you, though, the MD1 did not come with a pinion gear. It told me to select my own and gave me a big chart in the manual for it. So to see a pinion gear in here, that's good. That's very good, because in the MD they don't give it to you, but the MD is way more expensive. So yeah, I don't know about that. But this gives you 2 transmission options. Yeah, the 4 gear laydown S style and the 3 gear laydown motor quick release diff 3 gear. Nice, very nice. Okay, so that's that. Moving on. Bag 9. This is the lower arms. Look, YD2 style, the latest spec, the droop. So that's that. No change there. That's good though. We like those. Those work good. Bag 2. This is the... Oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so bag number 2, slide rack. I knew this came with a slide rack. Just didn't know what version. But look at that. Ah, it's the new one piece. It's the new lightweight slide rack. Yes, this is the one I got in my ZX Limited car. The one that is 1 of 100. Fantastic. So we should see that a lot more now. And yeah, you can tell... You can tell that it's the one piece because there's no carbon plates in here, you see? No carbon plates to squish the bearings in place, basically, hold the bearings. So yeah, that's a nice touch. Okay, so there it is. So even though this does carry a lot of previous gen, the YD2 class parts, there are some newer stuff in here that, okay, now this is a super drift car. This has the new lightweight slide rack. Nice, that's really nice. Double transmission option, nice. Okay, what's next? Bag 8. Bag 8, we are looking at... Ooh, hey. Look at this now. Okay, so I'm just taking this in. Look at the bag. We got our bearings, our standard blocks there. I see a 5 mil. There's probably an 8 mil for the front, the 5 mil for the rear. There's bearings there. There's wheel nuts, the ball studs, and on this side, I was just taking it in, The front knuckles are YD2 latest spec. What would be from the SX/ZX and all that, the Z basically. Those knuckles work good. And the rear knuckles, we have two styles. So I'm seeing the older S style, the upright style. See that? More upright. And there's an aluminum set in here. The original spec right there. Look at that. The L and see, it's marked L and R. But yeah, that's the older spec, see, with the ball stud sitting at the top. So I wonder what the instructions are going to say based on like track or whatever, because now there's more options. You have option gearbox when you build, or for, you know, you can swap it later. We've got option rear uprights, aka rear knuckles. Option for later. The drive shafts are in there as well. I see them. Standard drive shaft. Oh, look! I just noticed spindles. The axle spindles. This is the Yokomo axle spindle set right there. The upgraded axle set. So that's cool. So there are no 8mm blocks, I don't think. There might just be spacers for that axle to do the appropriate offsetting. Nice. So we got option rear knuckles. We've got the axle set, the upgraded axle set for the front. Very nice. Okay, so that's very good. This is going well. All right, what's left? Because like there's not that much left. A foam bumper, standard, lovely. A differential with 10,000 weight oil, YD2 standard. So that's, you know, these work good. Open them up, fill them with oil, close them up, you're done. So that works good. We know that. What else is this? That's the tool set. Every car gets one of those pretty much. Bag number 7. This is, yeah, pretty much the same as most YD2 kits. And, yo, look at that. I'm surprised. So it's gone. They've gone with the older spec, big bulk up there for the front. Now, that might not be true. It might just be part of this, the mold here with the spacers for the lower arms and the upper arms. The upper arms are the same. Lower arms are the same as the newest spec, the short spec here. So that's what we want. So these might not be used at all, but they're there. I think we won't be using those, so, but they're there anyway. No other changes there. And bag number 10 is, yes, whee, big bore set of shocks. So look at that. So aluminum body, and we've got blue O-rings. Yes, we've got the pink bladders. Yes, those are all upgraded spec. We've got the updated springs in there. Yes, because the YD2Z did give us the updated springs, and in the MD they did put the updated springs as well. Double spec horn, short and tall. So I'm putting talls. I'm just gonna do it. And the pistons are the standard 4-hole. I can see them. There they are. Standard 4-hole. Big bore 4-hole. So that works pretty good. And if you're going to upgrade them the first time, you might as well upgrade them to 6-hole right away. I'll run this out of box, of course, and test it out of box, and we'll go for that and then do the upgrade later. But yeah, so big bores is good. And here's the shock oil. Look at that, 200, 300. So it's the old spec oil. Oh, heavier car? Not really heavier, but there's, what, a little more aluminums? I don't know, 200, 300. So we're going to do that out of the box, and then we'll do the shock upgrade after, probably. So yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put 50 weight for this. This is still the old spec thinking. 200, 300. Excuse me, but you could change that out of box if you wanted. The other main change for this car that makes it super drift is this. And this is the aluminum chassis plate that they designed. A lot of us went, why aluminum? Are we going outdoors or something? I kind of like it, actually. It looks nice. On the bottom, I can see... Actually, there's quite a lot of cutaways. Look at it. There's a good amount of cutaways, so I wonder how much this will flex. Like, I'm just doing the old hockey stick flex here. Yeah, it's definitely aluminum. It's more rigid than the carbon. But it's it looks nice, and there's a good amount of cutaways, so there should be some flex. Like, look at the back. That's the newer style, like, where it's cut away back here. Like on the option plates. I have one buried on the wall over here. See on the wall? See how that's cut? See how that's cut away here? Like this? That's what's happening here. So, interesting. That'll be fun to test and see how that, see how that feels. Sorry, the box is not cooperating. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna close it again in a few minutes. Sorry about that. But anyways, yes. So that chassis looks pretty good on the cutaways, and on the upside though, look, it does look pretty nice with all this silver livery. That'll look pretty swank. If this was colored purple or red, oh my god, actually that'll look pretty good. So, I like all the livery though. Look at that. See the polished lip? That does look pretty nice. So that's gonna look good once it's assembled. And it's actually not, I don't think it's that much more heavier than the carbon plate actually, so, you know, we'll have to see. I don't really have a scale here, but I'm going to compare. But yeah, that's the new chassis plate. So in this car, we have got new chassis plate. We do get aluminum big bores, but the biggest changes are the chassis plate. We get upgraded axle set. We get two sets of rear knuckles, one of them being aluminum. We get the double transmission case option and a pinion gear, which is nice. And that was the only other major thing, I think. Oh, sorry, slide rack, the lightweight slide rack. This kit alone now, just for this, that's nice. So those are the biggest changes to get this configuration SD1 to new generation spec, I guess, the way to say it. And we got aluminum shock towers in here, I forgot to mention, in this pile of loveliness. So, yes, so the YD2, or is it YD2? I'm so used to saying YD2 based on seeing these boxes. The SD 1.0, and there's the manual. We're going to dive into that shortly. Well, I'll dive into it right now. Let's see what we got, what's in here. Ooh, and look. Yay, another coupon. That's becoming a standard thing. However, holy, they got it right. So the MD1 stickers, I think they got right, because those said MD1, and these ones say SD 1.0. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you. That's really nice. Really nice. Thank you. 0. Drift performance. SD on the license plate. SD. Thank God. Well done. That's about time. Okay, anyways, into the manual. Is there any addendums or anything? No. But I do want to quickly just jump through. Let me collapse the box. Yeah, and you see, I told you I would do it. It's easier to read this like this. So, I just want to flip through. There's the slide rack. Transmission. Gearbox assembly. 4-gear version. The gearbox B choice of the 4-gear or the 3-gear version. Okay. So it's up to you what you want to do. Interesting. High motor, low motor. That's going to be my builder's choice. Okay. Cool. And then, yeah, pinion gear. There's the 3-gear version assembly. Okay. And then I want to see what it said for the rear knuckle assemblies. There's the spindle assembly. Yep. Okay. Rear hub carrier. Okay, so there's the front and the rear. Okay, so the rear hub carrier, aluminum rear hub carriers. Okay, so they just tell it, yeah, just use the aluminum straight up. The plastic ones, I guess, came with the molding or whatever. They threw them in for an option, but it says, yeah, you're gonna straight up use the aluminum ones. So okay, that's that. That's all I needed to know. Cool. So it's up to you if you wanted to change to the other ones. I think they just included it just because it was part of the molding, but bonus. So you get that, and yeah, this says to use the small hats, but I'm going to use tall hats for my shocks, and that's that, really. And it does really look like a YD2 assembly, but she's a super drift. That's what she is now. And yeah, the upper deck mounting, depending on how you do the transmission. There you go. Ooh, look, an SD1 setting sheet. Ooh, and it's blank, so that's a regular setting sheet. Download that in the base setup. Super Drift parts list. And away you go. Cool. Alright, well, that's that. The Yokomo SD 1.0, aka Super Drift, has been unboxed. fresh on the market. It's only been out not that long, and we're still waiting. I'm still waiting a couple other kits to come in. They'll be in soon, and there's going to be a huge shootout. I know I'm going to do it. It's going to be fun. I'm going to plan to do it. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the SD 1.0. Look at that. Stickers. Woohoo! And if you've got one already, or you're thinking of getting one, or that sort of stuff, the boxes are cooperating. But yes, SD 1.0. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and be on the lookout for Constructor's Digest. This is going to get built pretty much right now because it's going to get filmed in a couple days when I go to the track, Strictly Sideways Club, and we're going to shoot. I'm going to shoot it out against all the latest YD2s and whatever, I guess. Get the boys driving them, and we'll go from there. And yes, stay tuned. Lots to come, and check you next time. Bye now.